What's up, folks? What's up, folks? Random BS live. Just trying to make sure I got all the stuff in the way it should be. Hopefully, I've been having some internet trouble, so folks, bear with me, please. Just want to make sure everything good before we talk about the government shutdown, and they got a documentary finna show about Michael Jackson. This man ain't even alive. They got a documentary they gonna be showing at that film festival, and then they gonna put it on TV talking about escaping Neverland or some shit. I seen an article about it, and I'm like, Corey Spillman wants somebody to make a documentary. Corey Spillman got a lot of information, but nobody won't even, offer him, a little money to make a documentary on how he was, done all kind of ways. So that, and then Gillette put out that stupid commercial, and it's just crazy. But I seen an article. What's up, man? What's up, John? What's up? John in the house. But I seen this article, and they was talking about one of the guys that is going to be in the documentary on the Michael Jackson documentary. He testified. He testified in one of the previous cases on behalf of Michael Jackson, and said that Mike didn't do none of this stuff, and now he's saying Mike did it to him. But once again, Mike ain't even alive. So I just think at this point, they just going in on any nigga they can just snatch up. I mean, just flat out. They just going in there and just smearing them all. Why? Ain't nobody doing no documentaries on a lot of these white guys that's been, claimed for this stuff. Is crazy. But yeah, they went out to Mike. Then we got this government shutdown. People panicking. It ain't even been 30 days yet. It's close. But we got people panicking on that. And, this is, a lot of people knew this type of stuff was coming. And it's been known for a long time that, we on our own. The government is not gonna work in behalf of the people. So this got to be some kind of critical, a wake up call. People, I mean, if not, they gonna wipe us out. They don't give a shit. It's people. Me and True Powers talked about this. It's people still going to work, not getting paid. Even though I seen where there's been a lot of call off with TSA workers and stuff, and I don't blame people. I wouldn't go in. I would not. And it just shows that our government is sick. I mean, it's just rotten to the core. And we in a situation to where, I feel like it's an attack on manhood and masculinity. And the way things are right now, you're going to need strong men. You're going to need strong men, and we ain't got that shit. I'm just being honest from what I see. You go past the Gen X's, that's it. And with all this shit going down, what's going to happen come March 1st? And the government still shut down. You know how many people depending on those taxes? That tax money to come in, there's people depending on that shit. And it ain't going to be there. That shit might not be there till the summer. What these people going to do? But it's a lot of people that have been beating this drum for a long time, and now it's coming. It's starting to rear its ugly head. It really is, and it's a shame that it even come to situations like this. We shouldn't even be in a situation like this in a country that has so much wealth. But the majority of the wealth in this country is only held by a handful of people, and that's where we find ourselves. You know, all they doing is just waiting to bring the robots in the first place, and then it ain't gonna be no jobs and automation. Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, they gonna make sure you pay them taxes. They gonna make sure you pay them taxes. Cause see what it is the government really ain't shut down. The government ain't shut down. It's still working smoothly. Only thing is just a few people ain't getting paid. They still going to work. So the government really ain't shut down, and that is true. We still paying taxes. It ain't like the money ain't there. They still taking. The last time I looked on my check, they took taxes out. Federal did, but I know here in Missouri, they already said that if you get any kind of government assistance after January 20th, they couldn't. That's it. They got no more money because of the government shutdown. So it's gonna be hectic here already because I already know how it is. Nobody's prepared for this stuff at all. Nobody's prepared. And I lived in Missouri my whole life. I know how the government works here. They'll hide the money and still won't get that shit to your ass. They'll tell you they ain't got it. They gonna spend that shit on some dumb shit. That's how Missouri is shit. They be fighting to keep you from getting your unemployment benefits. They don't want you to get shit. If you ain't about being a corporation in Missouri, they don't give a fuck about your ass. But in Missouri, they giving everybody all the little money they got, they giving that shit out on January 20th. And after that, that's it. Crazy. But Trump already said that he ain't budging without that money for the wall. And when I look at the situation, I mean, he really don't. I mean, I don't expect anything other than what he doing. So, ain't no telling how long they can go on. And to be honest, it ain't like the Democrats don't want to give them the wall. They'll give them the money. They want the wall just as much as Trump do, but they got to just play. They got to just play this this fake opposition. That's why when they had that little meeting, Pelosi was like, "Oh, we need to do this behind closed doors," and Trump was like, "Oh no, we can do it right here." You're right. You're right. It is your money, and so it's all a big sham. They don't give a fuck about us. Period. And they finna show it right here. They finna show it right here. I'm hoping, I hope it ain't nobody out there struggling. I don't like to see people struggling, but sometimes I feel like, what is it gonna really take for motherfuckers to wake up? So sometimes if you gotta starve them out, you gotta starve them out. So people can get on board and realize that if we don't band together and stick together, they gon' kill us all. And they'll start with the bottom, and they'll just grind their way to the top till there's none of us left. And once it is what it is, look, they already know that they didn't emasculated and feminized so many men in this country. It's gonna be little or none. Really, ain't gonna be that much resistance. So with all these different groups and all this other stuff, so like they just go in there and just pluck them off group by group, and that's what they plan on doing, because there's some bigger shit coming down the line. And if Trump can go 3 months with this government shutdown and not giving these people their benefits, that's just a green light, and that's just ain't no telling what these Republicans will do. They'll fuck around and just be like, shit, well, we ain't paying this stuff at all no more. After this government shutdown. That's some shit Mitch McConnell and them would actually really do. To be like, well, shit, they done went this long without government assistance. Maybe we shouldn't give it to them. Make everybody reapply and have these crazy stipulations on this stuff. They'll never, they'll cut that stuff drastically. I would not be surprised if it's something that they will come up with in the Senate. Let this stuff go on for 3 months. When that stuff do come back together, it's gonna be a whole lot of people ain't gonna never be able to get back on them benefits ever again. Cause they gonna say, oh well, they done went 3 months, no benefits, so they can go out and find a job and all this stuff. We need to reevaluate, and they gonna take away all that stuff. So. And then that way they can cut all that stuff. The Democrat don't take no blame for it because they was over here, fake opposition and all that stuff. But on the other side, they was all for it too. And if I'm thinking of this stuff, I know they are. I know they are. Oh, it probably will be agreement. They're just different sides of the same coin. They do the same dirty shit, just different ways. Just different ways. They do the same dirty shit, just different ways. I've been seeing this stuff for a long time. But I think this is the way they're going to cut social programs without, they ain't getting rid of corporate welfare. They ain't never going to get rid of corporate welfare. You're going to have to straight just completely redo a complete government. These people ain't giving up that. They ain't giving up control of the government without a fight. They done spent too much money. They ain't finna let no peasants like us, get a government that we actually deserve, that works on the behalf of the people. They ain't finna just hand that power over. Not without a fight. I know I wouldn't. But, I wouldn't be putting people in this situation that they in now. But what will it take? What will it take for people to realize what's going on? Look at all the, and the one thing, about with this whole Me Too movement and all this stuff, it's cool if you want to go after the so-called black suspects and all this stuff too. That's fine, but you need to do some on the white ones too. Oh, they get their welfare benefits. Some corporations do. They get their welfare benefits because they got their people in place to make sure that they get it. All you got to do is look at who contribute to their campaign. It's gonna tell you who they working on behalf of. We ain't got enough money to buy no politician. Unless we pool all our money together and buy somebody. That might work, but it's going to take a hell of a lot of us. And trying to get people to get on board with something like that is going to be really difficult to do. People in our culture, in our society, in our community has just been completely brainwashed. It's going to take generations to get people back on track. And some people you ain't going to be able to. Because they actually believe the stuff that they see on the idiot box, stuff they be seeing on that Facebook, all that stuff. Oh, I gotta look over here in the chat so I can't. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. To be honest, the Democrats be doing more damage than the Republicans do. That's why I don't like. I had a couple of people email me asking me was I a Trump supporter, and I was like, no. But I feel like the same stuff that people on the left is doing to Trump, it's the same stuff that the people on the right was doing to Obama when he got elected. They wasn't attacking him on his actual real policy. They was doing all this crazy stuff instead of the crazy right attacking Obama on his actual real policies. They was coming up with all this either antichrist and all this other stuff, and now the people on the left is doing the same thing with Trump, and that shit don't work. None of that stuff worked. They did all this stuff. Obama got reelected. The Democrats doing all this stuff. Trump gonna fuck around and get reelected again. All because these motherfuckers on some stupid shit, and people are so brainwashed they believe this stuff. That Mueller report finna come out. It is already saying that there is no collusion, which we all knew, because if it was, that shit would have been leaked already. And the man popularity ain't went nowhere, just like Obama's did in 08. Through his first term, the Republicans did all this smearing and all this other stuff, and his popularity didn't go nowhere, and he fucked around and got reelected again instead of going after him on his policies. But shit fucked up, and only the strong will survive by natural selection. That's how it's always been. I mean, I wish we was more together as a group on a human basis, and we'll be able to make it through a lot of this bullshit, and be okay, come out a little stronger. But motherfuckers don't know how to share no more. Motherfuckers really don't even communicate, on a human form. It's all through, electronics and stuff, so the communication skills is fucking gone, damn near. So, it's gone. I hope it don't. I hope they end that shit tomorrow and it be all done, but somebody making some money off of this shit, so they don't keep that shit going on. And all this shit is all playing its role. It's an agenda. Make the men weak. They won't fight back. We can just go in there. When the men are weak, that makes the women and children vulnerable. You go in there and rape and pillage and do whatever you want to do, and ain't gonna be nobody there to stop them. It's not. And that's what's gonna happen. It's been happening. And, it's only a matter of time. All I'll say is, just prepare yourself, folks. Just prepare yourself. A lot of propaganda coming out. They fucking with Michael Jackson. He ain't even alive, and they fucking with him. Bringing documentaries out on him. Who gonna be next? Who the fuck gonna be next? Black men, we have no allies. It's just us. So, if we don't band together, at least we need to band together so we can make it through this shit. Because ain't nobody gonna help us. We gonna have to carve our way through this motherfucker by ourselves, flat out. So, talk, brothers. We gotta communicate with each other for real. Yeah, history is repeating itself. It always does, especially when you don't know the history. When you don't know that shit come right back on you quick. Come back on you quick. But it was cool rapping with y'all, fam. I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to jump on and talk about that. I seen that shit about Michael Jackson. I was like, man, why they still fucking with Mike? That man can't even rest in peace. And they still want to fuck with that man, It's crazy. Then the whole Gillette, commercial, where they just alienated damn near almost they whole base, they whole buying base. Told just basically said, you men ain't shit. But we need y'all to buy the razor. I wouldn't buy that razor. If I use it, I'm going to go check out that Dollar Club. Maybe I can get them a few bucks or some shit. I don't know, man, but I'll ride with y'all later on. Start doing more random bullshit live streams, and stay safe out there. Peace, and I'm out.